A final battle brewing at the state capitol tonight over a paid sick leave bill that would require nearly all private employers to provide paid time off for workers.
The bill passed the House and now it's being debated on the floor of the Senate. News 8 political contributor Mike Cerulli is live there with more. Mike.
Yeah, good evening to you, Ann and Dennis. The final hurdle for that bill is behind me in the state Senate. There, 12 Republicans, outnumbered 2-1, are trying their best to stop or at least slow down passage of a bill that they say presents serious burdens to small businesses.
But it is so important that workers not have to drag themselves to work when they are sick.
I understand that the cause is noble, but this could shut down small businesses as we know it in the state of Connecticut.
A war of words erupted on Monday between the leaders of the Connecticut State Senate, Republicans raising alarm about the expansion of the state's paid sick day requirement to virtually all employers.
From the small businesses owners that I talk to who know how their businesses operate, who know how razor thin their budgets are, they are saying this policy could bankrupt them.
The Democratic Senate president says he's heard that argument before and he's not having it.
It will not be a burden on small business. The Republicans used the same argument ever since they were defending child labor 100 years ago. Too much of a burden on business. OSHA regulations were too much of a burden on business. Everything that has protected workers since the labor movement began, according to Republicans, has been too much of a burden on business.
Current state law requires businesses with more than 50 employees to provide at least 5 paid sick days. The proposal on the table now would gradually lower that requirement down to all employers, including those with just 1 employee. Seasonal employees and businesses that already provide 40 hours of paid time off wouldn't be affected by the proposal.
These are not huge corporations we're talking about. These are mom and pop operations that this legislature is implementing policies that will cripple them financially.
Still, Democrats in the legislature remain steadfast that their bill won't hurt businesses. They argue that the latest proposal is in line with previous changes Connecticut has made to provide more benefits to workers, like raising the minimum wage.
Those changes have been made, businesses have thrived, and that's what's going to happen here.
So debate here in the state Senate expected to go late into the night tonight. Republicans have the ability to stretch out debate as we get closer to the end of the legislative session, but ultimately Democrats have the votes and Governor Lamont has his pen ready to sign this bill into law. Reporting live at the state capitol, Mike Cerulli, News 8.